Hey everyone, thank you for joining me for another video, and today we are back in PowerWash Simulator, just trying to get some of these bonus jobs cleaned up. So we're going to do the cleaning the fire plane. And it says, "Hey Doc, I'm sure you can tell by the state of the sky whale that things are getting plenty fractious out there. We're doing all we can, but will it be enough? Who knows? This plane wasn't built for a tiny airport like this, but I had no choice. Those folks in Pumpton needed an extra water drop, and if I'd have tried to make it all the way to the city strip, I would have run out of fuel. Gotta say, with that caked up windscreen, I'm not sure how I landed it at all, but it was pretty hairy, I can tell you." Oh, good. "Are you okay to clean it up so I can check it over? Pretty sure everything's fine, but you never know." Alright, so it looks like we've got a bit of a seaplane that we can work on, so let's get cracking. Alright, so what do we got here? Yep, so we have ourselves a nice little one. Let's drop down to our 25-degree nozzle, because that's what we're used to using. And let's get started. How long do you think it will take? God knows. How long some of these take? It could be hours. Some of them go by pretty quickly, but we'll see how we get on. Again, this lot doesn't look to be the most caked in, which is kind of cool. Right, well, let's get in here and get these wheels done. Let's get at least one part complete. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Look at that. Perfecto. Right. Get the front end done. Then we can start on the bow plane. So is the whole just one entire unit? That might take us a little bit to get those complete, but yeah, so we've got a little bit of grimed in stuff there we're having to go a second time around on. But oh, there we go, got one light. Thing from on top. There we go. Perfecto. Yep. It's good. Alright, let's do the lower hull first. I think that's going to probably be the better option for us to start with. And if we go up to the transition point to the fuselage, we should be good. I mean, they are a wonder of technology, these kind of seaplanes. I remember seeing the old Spruce Goose seaplane many years ago, and being absolutely enthralled by the idea of landing a plane on the water. Well, that was just absolutely cool. Seeing them at air shows and things are always cool. Well, there aren't that many in the UK that I've seen over my life. But then I guess in some areas around here the water's a bit too rough in some places for it to land. I mean, inland in like reservoirs and things like that, it'd probably land quite nicely. But again, do they then have the length to be able to take off? I remember some of them, they do take a bit of space to be able to get up to V1 and rotate up into the atmosphere, or be able to do stuff. That's a very funky pattern on there, doesn't it? Oh, hello, we got something in the trim area in there. Where the aileron is, or elevator as I like to call them. Alright, good. That being done. Let's get back on the underside of this the main hull. Right, because I use the boating terminology for the lower parts of the body, and then aviation terminology for the upper part. Hence we have it transition from hull to fuselage. Although it's a shame that boat cars didn't take off more. That kind of became a very niche kind of design for cars. Some of those would be very cool. Just being able to just drive them down a jetty into the water. Done a boat launch, off you go, straight in, to be able to plough through the water. I know there was a company few years back who did release an updated version, but I don't know. I don't think they were stupidly popular. I think maybe it's just something that's a bit too niche for the market, but I always thought they looked really cool. Not something you'd really have as a day-to-day driver, but you know, kind of car where you could go, oh, I'm going to go out and I'm going to go and have some fun on a reservoir, or take it somewhere where the swell's not too bad. Don't think you'd really want to take it somewhere where you're going to be having, like, you know, 4 or 5 foot swell. I imagine that's probably not going to be a comfortable ride. Because, you know, car's not going to have the deepest keel on it, so you'll get buffeted quite a lot by a big swell. There's our air intake scoops, or water intake scoops, sorry, should I say, not air intake. Will have a massive tank inside it for taking on water, or 2 tanks, I suppose, because you'll have 2 intakes on one, you know, on either side. So these come and land on the water, open the scoops up, pump the water in until the scoops are until the tanks are full. And then it just powers itself back off and goes back up into the sky again. Now I'm guessing there should be, somewhere or another round and about, a door to drop the water once you're over the fire or wherever you need to be. Usually these are, yeah, these are like fire vehicles, or you know, helping with like forest fires and things like that, or large wide-scale fires, because then these things can just fly over and drop a nice big stream of water across. A little bit on top. Okay, there we go. And the wheel's done. Lovely, lovely. Oh, hello. Is that the water pump door, was it? Oh. Got a bit too close. Missing something. There we go. Sweet. Right, let's get in here and do this. Put struts on this side. So I imagine the maintenance costs for the this landing gear assembly must be quite high, because these will be coming down on the water, and these wheels and everything will be catching a lot of spray from the water. So I don't know what, especially if it's in a saltwater area, how that works with degrading the rubber on the tyres. I imagine that's probably going to add some onto the old maintenance costs for something like this. Again. Well, I don't think these are like the average boat that you have, where you'll have like lots of barnacles and other bits and pieces on these, because they don't tend to stay in the water forever. You know, they might stay in the water for like, you know, a day or something like that while you are off looking at a nice island or something like that, but then they'll go up and be back up in the air again. Right. I don't imagine there should be too much cost for barnacle removal, but you know, I've never owned one, so I don't know how prone they are. Usually it tends to be boats that have been statically on the water for a while. So that's when you'll get little baby barnacles that are floating in the current, and then where they'd normally go and latch onto a bit of rock or something like that, they latch onto a boat hull as it goes by, and then the barnacle starts to grow, and obviously you see the mess that you get on the bottom of some boats. Oh, again, depends on how often they're given a good thorough clean out, and if they've got the right kind of material for a barnacle to adhere to. I'm not sure if barnacles can adhere to fiberglass. I must admit, I've never known that. I don't know if it's something to do with the chemical composition, or whether it's just fiberglass is just not a material that a barnacle can successfully attach to. Oh boy, can you believe the airport manager guy? No, probably not. Right, we've nearly covered the hull. Oh, there we go. I just went to the lounge for a coffee, and bear in mind I'm filthy from volcanic ash. I've clearly been through something. And he went, sorry mate, this is a VIP area. Can you please leave? You're bringing the class of the place down. He told me to clean up first or I'll disturb the other visitors. Well, there we go. Give him a thorough kick in the groin. Tell him not to be such a judgmental idiot. Hey, there we go, we've got the hull cleaned. Right, so let's go and have a look from the top, shall we? Let's go and grab ourselves a ladder or scaffolding. Ah, ladder's closer. Oops. Right. Go. Go. Hey. Right, let's start on this big old tail. Actually, I'm going to quickly add the little stubby on just to, or the short extension, just to give it a bit more power. There we go, that's better. Alright. Going along nicely. Let's transition to the other side of the vertical stabilizer in a minute. Just see if we can do that without falling off. We'll get this centre section done first, so we'll at least have that then complete. Now we're going to get on here. Right, so we've got our vertical stabilizer strut. We can get sorting in a minute. I'm guessing I need to get the part underneath it. Just like everything in PowerWash Simulator, always check underneath. Now I'm too bloody close to this extension. Lovely. There we go. Go on, get up there. Hey! You're done, you're done, you're done. Alright, I'm going to take the extension off because I'm far too close to be able to do anything with it now. There we go. That'll do nicely. Nice, nice, nice. One big bit complete. Cool. Right, that's those complete. Let's get that front leading edge done. Probably have to do the same on the other side around there, but get this bit sorted. Of course, we've got to do what's underneath as well, of course. rod of trim's done. Our rudder will be done in a couple of moments. Much better. Oh, look at that. Perfecto. We'll have to get underneath in a minute. Oh no, we've got the top part complete. Good, so we've got the trims done, rudders done, vertical stabilizers done, stabilizers arms done, elevators not done. I'm guessing we're going to do the underneath parts. Right, good. Let's go and get the upper part of the fuselage cleaned. And then we can work our way down and we'll meet ourselves somewhere in the middle. See, we've got a big wing to do as well. Fire department. And I'm guessing the props are going to cause us some delay as well. So we've got to get them done. I might have to bring scaffolding around for those. Right, let's get in here and get the lower part of that done. Oh, hello. Getting too close to things again. Sweet. Oh, that's the anti-collision light. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm getting too close again. It's alright. There we go, let's not crouch down any further. That's good. Oh, I'll hang off the side. Why not indeed? That's really highly sensible and very safety conscious. Muck on there, still need to get rid of. That, same again on this side, I imagine so. Okay, that's good. Got its flight number. Nice. So we have fuselage and fuselage. Breaking it down into multiple sections, which is nice. It looks like the transition point is apparently where the two big body plates are mounted together. That's nice. Here to do. Whee! There we go, big chunk of fuselage is done. Right, let's get up on top. Oh, folks. That wasn't what I planned, but there we go. Got some porthole windows on the side. Seem unusual for them to be like that on a plane, because I don't imagine they're expecting to get the water up that high, or unless they're someone to be able to look out and downwards, which the average plane window you can't necessarily do. Unless we're all talking about like the old tail gunner position, which is a which would allow you to look downwards, but I don't think most people want that on a normal consumer grade aircraft. Tend to have a kind of a military application for them. Although you'd kind of win the who's got the right of way argument with a you know, a machine gun bubble in your aircraft. So we'll just run ourselves around the upper part of this wing. We can get the bottom part from underneath with one of the extensions on. The upper part's always worth just doing quickly and manually. Let me just run along here. Tell you what though, I'm having a good old snoop while I'm here. Why is that? Is your name secretly Snoopy? Now what are you snooping around at? Some very curious photos on the walls. Oh, okay. Don't think I want to know what curious photos you're finding on the wall in a small airport. And I'm not talking about, oh yeah, this, some various curious photos of the walls. This guy's got friends in high places. I'm not talking about mountaineers. Okay. Well, fair enough then. I mean, funny, but if you're owning and running your own airport that can be used for private jets and helicopters to come and go, I imagine you probably will be hobnobbing with some people who are in relatively high places, because I'm sure they would want some form of discretion and be able to get around and get to be able to drop somewhere, drop some VIP guests off and come back. Or maybe the VIP guests themselves. Depends on how good an impression your little airport's made on them. Ah, that's it. Let's just go and fill the engine exhaust with water. Brings a whole new meaning to the word flooding it. Okay, so I guess now it's going to be a fiddly bit, getting all those bits of cowling done. These will be complete them from the scaffolding around the other side, I think. They're going to be relatively intricate to complete. I'm guessing there's probably going to be something inside that cowling that needs cleaning. Most likely. Alright, well, let's just focus on the bits I can get to here and now. Yep, lovely, lovely. Nice. Right, so we're about half an hour in, so what I think I'll do is I will pop the video on pause and just continue cleaning up till we get down to the last couple of bits, and I'll bring you all back in again. So I shall see you all shortly. Okay then, right, so now we're down to the last couple of bits, which you can see there is one of the engine cowlings and one of the front wheels. So here we go, here's our plane looking all nice and clean. And with a lovely, lovely mouth and everything at the front. Looks very much like they've kind of gone with almost a blue whale kind of design, I think, with the fact that they've got this, the under part here, which is like that expanding part under the jaw of the blue whale. Looks very cool. Right, so where have we got here? So where are we missing on this? Oh, got a little bit up there. Just going to get this last part of this engine cowling. That's done. And so we've got the front wheels. One of those front wheels needs to be finished. And it's not that one, it must be that front wheel this side here. Where am I missing? Ah, just inside there. Lovely. There we go. That's our job all complete. So we'll step ourselves away. And then we'll go take a look at our lovely time lapse. So let's get that done. Big old wingspan on it for sure. Cool, there we go. Well, Doc, amazing work. I've checked over the Sky Whale and it looks like we got away with it. Just such a relief. Thanks to you, I can head straight back out, which is just as well. Doesn't look like Rushless is gonna run out of steam or rash anytime soon. Perfecto. Right, so there we go. So we're all done there. And what have we got to come next? So we've done the Muckingham Files part 4. So we've got part 5 to do next time round, which is we've got a desert parlour there, which looks like it's going to be a big old job. And then the last one is in the subway train and sculpture park. So those 3 are going to be big old jobs. So we will get to those in the next video. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Any thoughts, drop them in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. It does help the channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. You all take care now. Alright, bye bye.